What if the greatest natural disasters in human history aren't the ones we remember? We think we know the past, a story of empires rising and falling, of wars and conquests. But what if there's a hidden force? A power so immense it could shatter civilizations in minutes, leaving behind only whispers and ruins. We're not talking about myths. We're talking about ancient earthquakes, tremors so colossal they reshape the very foundations of human existence. And for the first time, thanks to cutting-edge technology, we're finally uncovering their true, terrifying scale. Prepare to have your understanding of the past completely shaken. Imagine an entire city, a thriving hub of culture and trade, simply swallowed by the earth. Not in a movie, but in devastating reality. This happened multiple times. But how can we possibly know? How do you measure a tremor that struck thousands of years before the first seismograph was even invented? The challenge seems impossible. We're not just looking for evidence of minor shakes. We're hunting for the mega quakes, the civilization killers that have been lost to time. These are the lost echoes of a violent planet. And today, we're gonna learn how to hear them. The clues are all around us. Silent detectives hidden in plain sight. They're found in strange layers of sand and shells, miles inland. Clear evidence of ancient tsunamis that washed over entire coastlines. They're in ancient riverbeds that abruptly changed course, or in cliffs that were suddenly thrust dozens of feet into the air. This is the world of Paleoseismology, a fascinating science that acts like a geological CSI. Scientists dig trenches across fault lines, analyzing layers of soil like pages in a history book. A dark layer of charcoal might pinpoint the exact year of a prehistoric forest fire, and a disturbed layer of sediment just above it can tell us that a massive earthquake struck shortly after. By examining displaced rock and soil, they can calculate the incredible force that was unleashed. They can even date these events with remarkable precision using techniques like radiocarbon dating on organic material. Trapped within the fault zone, it is through this painstaking work that we re-unearthing a history of seismic violence far greater than we ever imagined. Let's travel back to the Bronze Age, to the sophisticated Minoan civilization on the island of Crete. For years, its sudden decline was blamed on the massive volcanic eruption of Thera. But new evidence points to a different culprit, or perhaps a co-conspirator. Paleoseismologists have discovered signs of a catastrophic earthquake, a quake storm of immense power that struck the island around the same time. They've found collapsed palaces, shattered infrastructure, and signs of widespread destruction that can't be explained by the volcano alone. It seems the Minoans were hit by a devastating one-two punch, a megaquake that crippled their cities, followed by a super eruption and its resulting tsunamis. It was a perfect storm of natural disasters that this advanced civilization simply could not survive. And the Minoans aren't an isolated case. Across the ancient world, from the Middle East to the Americas, archaeologists are constantly finding cities that were mysteriously abandoned. For centuries, we blamed war, famine, or disease. But as we re-examine these sites with the knowledge of Paleoseismology, a new pattern emerges. Many of these lost cities are located directly on top of major fault lines. Take the ancient city of Troy, for example. Excavations have revealed multiple layers of destruction and rebuilding, with clear evidence of earthquake damage like cracked walls and toppled columns. It now seems likely that seismic activity played a far larger, and previously unrecognized, role in the collapse of countless ancient societies. We are discovering that the ground beneath our ancestors' feet was far more treacherous than our history books ever told us. These weren't just earthquakes. They were megaquakes, capable of triggering landslides that dammed rivers, causing widespread famine, and ultimately leading to the total breakdown of societal order. The past is not what it seems, but the story of ancient earthquakes isn't just one of destruction. It's also a profound story of human resilience and ingenuity. What do you do when your world is literally shaken to its core? Do you flee, or do you rebuild? The evidence shows that time and time again, our ancestors chose to stay and adapt. In regions of high seismic activity, like ancient Peru or Japan, archaeologists have discovered incredible examples of early earthquake-resistant architecture. They found buildings with foundations made of interlocking stones that could shift and absorb tremors without collapsing. The Incas, for instance, were masters of this, constructing walls with a slight inward incline, and using stones that fit together so perfectly without mortars, that they could dance during a quake and settle back into place. This wasn't accidental. It was a sophisticated engineering solution born from generations of hard-won experience. This constant thread also shaped their culture and beliefs in profound ways. Many ancient mythologies feature powerful gods of the earth and underworld, deities who could shake the ground in anger. These stories weren't just fanciful tales. They were a way of understanding and coping with the terrifying and unpredictable reality of living on an active planet. The seismic threat influenced their city planning, their religious rituals, and even their systems of governance. They learned to live with the risk, to respect the power of the earth, and to build societies that were, in their own way, prepared for the inevitable. It is a powerful lesson in how humanity has always found ways to adapt and persevere in the face of overwhelming forces. So why does any of this ancient history matter to us today, in our world of skyscrapers and smartphones? Because the earth never forgets. The same fault lines that devastated ancient civilizations are still active beneath our feet. By studying the history of these faults, they can identify seismic gaps, sections of faults that have ruptured in a long time and are overdue for a major quake. For instance, the study of ancient tsunami deposits along the coast of the Pacific Northwest revealed the terrifying potential of the Cascadia subduction zone, a megafault capable of producing a magnitude 9 earthquake that could devastate cities from Vancouver to Northern California. This knowledge, derived directly from studying ancient events, is absolutely critical for modern hazard planning and building codes. Ultimately, the story of ancient earthquakes is a humbling reminder of our place in the natural world. But it's also a source of inspiration, the resilience of our ancestors, their ingenuity in the face of disaster, and their ability to adapt offers us crucial lessons. As we face our own challenges, from climate change to the ever-present threat of natural disasters, we can look to the past for guidance. Understanding these lost echoes of the earth doesn't just rewrite history. It gives us the knowledge we need to protect our future. Thanks so much for joining us on this journey into the deep past. If you found this fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that uncover the hidden secrets of our world. See you next time.